G'day guys, it's another day and today we're starting the reshell of the race car from one broken shell to the not so broken shell. It's hard to really know where to start with this thing, so I went out and treated myself to a new jack just to make life a lot easier. Don't cheap out on jacks, buy a good jack. I cheaped out on a couple of jacks, not worth it, just go buy a good one. So I feel like to start off I'm gonna get this car in the air, put it on jack stands up the front, get this car in the air, put it on jack stands up the front, and I'll start changing the front brakes, front suspension and spacers and wheels, and that's maybe swap the seats over as well. Put the bride seats into the normal car as opposed to the not so bride seats. Ooh, look at those, they're not too cool. So yeah, we might as well get started. Alright, that's one up. Time to get the other one up. Alright, that's both up. So now, time to whip the wheels off. I haven't even had a chance to have a look at this one yet to kind of see what the just what condition the front end's like, what the ball joints are like, the LCAs are like. Obviously we're changing the bushes and stuff to solid bushes. I've got the bigger brakes to put in this one, but it's just nice to know what condition things are in. It's got about 200,000 kilometers on this car, so I don't know how many miles it is, but it's less miles than kilometers. But yeah, so it's in pretty good condition, which I'm super stoked about. It's nice to start with a fresh shell and kind of do things a little bit better than I did last time. So. The front suspension is super easy to take out, just 3 bolts up here. Here you go. Let's turn this. You got 1 bolt here, 1 bolt on the other side that's the same, and then 1 bolt here for the knuckle, obviously to pull the brake lines off, and the suspension will come out. It's not rocket science, it's pretty simple. The unfortunate thing I guess about a reshell is I still need that shell to be rolling so that we can put it on the trailer to take to the scrap yard, so it means we have to do everything twice. This comes out into that, while that comes out and into this, so it's a slow process, but luckily we've got about 8 or so weeks before round 5 of the Vic Drift Championship. Obviously we won't be winning any championships this year, it's just a great year to learn kind of how things are done and you know how competition goes, how to deal with the stress of competition, but next year we're going to be coming back obviously bigger and better. This chassis hopefully will do us at least for another couple of years while we get bigger and better and start to get more competitive. Oops. And that's it, suspension on the right hand side's out, super easy. Makes it much easier if you have a rattle gun. I didn't for a lot of years, so maybe you need to earn it first. Awesome, just gonna undo the brake line here, undo this bolt, get these out, and then I can take the brakes off because we're putting the bigger brakes on. And that's that. Even with factory stuff that hasn't been taken apart for a long time, that was pretty darn easy. Pretty happy with that. So now I'm just going to remove the inner wheel arch plastic because that stuff sucks, and then I'll go ahead and pull the stuff out of this one, which is much easier because I've done it a million times, and chuck it into this one. Awesome. Alrighty, so I've gone ahead and undone everything from this side and taken the brakes off. Didn't really need to show you guys that because it's exactly the same as doing the other one. Now I'm just going to start putting the bigger brakes on this side. As you can see, they're drilled and slotted, so they're just a bit better in terms of heat. So yeah, I'm just going to start throwing this back together, put the coilover in, put the spacer on, wheel on, and then get to the other side. A bit tedious, but stuff that you kind of have to do, obviously. This new shell gave it a quick buff just here, just to see if it will come up clean, and it's going to look real good compared to the old shell, which is just so tuckered out now after all the abuse that it's had. Poor girl. Thing's still so cool though. Banana. Alright, awesome. So now it's just time to put the coilover back in the new E36. Brakes all on. Swapped over the extended LCA. Should be interesting to see how far it pokes out of the stock body compared to obviously the huge flares that we're running. So it's pretty cool. Gave this coilover a quick lick of paint just to make it look all nice and new while we have the opportunity. So I'll chuck it in there. And that's it. Coilover's in, big brakes are in, extended LCA's in, and as you can see the brakes almost flush with the stock guard as it is, let alone with the wheel and spacer on, so it's going to be pretty funny to fit that all up. But now just got to tighten up the top bolts, actually put the other top bolt on, chuck everything back together, and we'll see what it looks like. Hard work pays off. This is good fun. Just removed the inner plastic, which was just like 10 of these bolts, 8mm. Just used the wee rattle gun. Came out really simply. There'll definitely be a bit of cutting to do on the guard here and stuff, but we'll wait for the wide body and stuff to turn up. Obviously I need to remove a lot of air conditioning and stuff, as well as this engine, because that engine will be going in here. Although I'll be putting in a fresh M52 B28, probably with some ARP head studs. Might not even change the head gasket. Put 12 psi into it, should make like 250 kilowatt, and we'll be happy with that. So and that's done. So I've got the extended LCAs in, the coilover in, good to go. Obviously the wheel alignment will be super out now that we've got an extended LCA. As you can see, this wheel is pointing in, this wheel is pointing straight, but we'll leave that for now. But as you can see how much wider than stock we're running, so yeah, quite wide, but we'll be running a wide body kit over here, so stay tuned to find out exactly what wide body kit we will be running. But it's a good start. So I'm going to do the other side now, but you guys don't need to watch that because it's exactly the same as what I just did. And yeah, next episode we'll probably be moving on to pulling the engine out or doing something in the interior. I don't quite know yet. It will depend on what time of day we're doing it and whatnot, and how much noise we can make. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram @itsmikeblake. Cheers guys.